Taking a few at the top, and bringing them back down. From there, we're going to go reverse. Same thing, starting small, going bigger. As we start bringing those back small, we're going to go into those hamstrings and chest openers. And then from there, we have either marches or high knees. Let's go ahead and spread those legs a little bit and give you some squats. And start giving me toe raises at the top. Toe raises at the top. Give me those hip openers. And opposite direction. Turn. And go ahead, spreading our legs, side shuffling. For those of us joining in, all we'll need today is some heavy weights, maybe some lighter, medium weights if we're going to need them for shoulder presses. But heavy weights should get us there for the most part today. And go ahead, grab a water. In a second here, we're going to be starting with sumo squats. You can utilize some heavy weights if you want to, but we're just starting off normal sumo squats to get us going here. Lori, hey there. Same thing in case you just heard it. We just need heavy weights today. Heavy weights should get us through, but we're going to be starting those sumo squats with or without weights here in 3, 2, and begin. Pressing through the heels. Full extension at the top, but not trying to rest out here. We want to get right back into that movement. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to have you spread those legs apart a little bit, and you either have feet planted, side lunges, or you can go to dynamic side lunge if you have the space for it. Go ahead and begin. Still pressing through the heels here. Carol, nice to see you. Again, in case you missed it, just heavyweights should be all that we need today. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have one of two options here, guys. You're either going to be doing alternating curtsy lunges, or you have a wall sit. We're going 45 seconds here. Alternating curtsy lunges or wall sit, beginning at 3, 2, and begin. If we got that wall sit, trying to keep those hands off the thighs while still pressing through the heels. And if we have that curtsy lunge, still pressing through the heels. And if you want to do the lunges, but the curtsy might be a little bit too much, feel free to just do a normal backwards lunges. Again, pressing through the heel as we're coming up. 15 to go. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 2, 1, coming on off that wall or out of those curtsy lunges. We're picking up the weights, and we have 2 sets here. Optional dual leg, straight-legged deadlift, or single leg, straight-legged deadlift. Again, hinging at the hips, slight bend in the knee is okay. We want to keep that back nice and straight. And if we're doing that single leg, we want to avoid turning out, trying to keep that torso pointed downwards. Starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Utilizing that stretch in the hamstrings, that back of the thigh, to tell us to come on back up, as well as that slight stretch in the glutes. Same thing as well. You might feel the hamstring a little bit first, but we're utilizing both the glutes and the hamstrings to right ourselves back up. Full extension again. Coming back up. One other thing is try to avoid having those knees collapse in together. Quick break, switching over to the other leg if you need to, and going again. Again, if you're doing dual legs, you're just sticking with those dual legs. Five, 4, 3, 2. You're going to have those legs spread out a little bit again. We're going through that again. Same thing, just a little bit quicker. Sumo squats here in 3, 2, and begin. Keeping pressure through those heels, controlling the descent, squeezing those glutes on our way up. That's why we're pressing through those heels so much. Avoid leaning forward too much so that we end up on our toes and those heels come off. We want to keep those heels in contact. Now I want everybody nice and low and just give me a pulsing down here, pulse down here. Pulsing for a little bit more, and then we're going right into those side lunges. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand up, spread those legs if we're keeping those feet planted, and side lunges. Again, you have those options to come out of the stance, go into the side lunge, and come up if your space at home permits you to. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going back to the wall or those curtsy lunges starting here in 3, 2, and 1. We got 45 seconds on that clock. So if you're in that lunge position, great time to check your heels. Make sure you're pressing through those, trying to get those thighs parallel to the ground as much as possible. Again, if those crushing lunges too much for us, we can just do normal backwards lunges. Ten seconds here, 10 seconds. Then we're coming out. We're going straight into those straight-legged deadlifts. 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead. Come on off. Grabbing a weight if we want to use a weight. Again, 2 sets here. If you want to do single leg, that's all right. But we're starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Keep pressure through those heels. Slight bend at the knee. Back stays straight. And if we're going that single leg, just avoid letting those hips turn out. Trying to keep everything pointed down towards the floor. Three, 2, and 1. Quick reset if you got to switch legs. Starting right now. Go ahead. Five, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead. Set that weight down. Grab us a drink. We'll be here back in just under a minute. Shoulder press as our next movement. So another option you can do is you can also just pulse that off arm. Just to get blood flow down there. That's also going to help recover because of good nutrients. Or if you want to do shoulder presses with that lower weight, up to you. Yeah, I mean, because if we can still get tension down there, we're still going to get some blood flow, which is going to help us. But I'll let you play around with whatever feels most comfortable. Guys, we're grabbing those weights back up. We have alternating shoulder presses for us. Again, that's just one arm at a time, pressing up here, but we're going to go starting here in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. Alternating shoulder presses. Five, 4, 3, 2, and break there. You guys are going to find yourself with almost a lunge position, hinging at the hips here. And we're going to have, alternating rows, keeping one arm up, row. There we go. That's what we're going for. That offhand is holding up at the top, but we're starting here in 3, 2, and begin. There you go. It does take a little bit of time to think about it. We want to have that offhand resting up at the top, not really resting, holding up at the top, just so we're continuously activating that lat. Ten seconds going back to that alternating shoulder press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, coming out of that position. Alternating shoulder presses. We're going to begin that in 4, 3, 2, and pressing. Constant control of those weights. Avoid trying to just throw them up there. Really want to keep our posture in check, even if it helps to put one leg out. If we find ourselves leaning too far back, that's going to put too much stress on our spine, especially as we fatigue. So a nice way to protect that is to stagger those stances. 10 seconds, back into those rows. 10 seconds, and we're going back into rows. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead, exchanging any weights we might need to. Starting everyone up at the top, rows in 2, 1, and begin. Alternating those rows. One arm is holding at the top. One arm is holding at the top. Ten seconds here, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. I'll have you guys set those weights down, making it over to your mats. While we're doing that, feel free to bring your water closer to you just so you have it as a fresh drinking point. Go ahead, grab a drink if you're coming on the way down. But we'll be down here next, and we're having some chest press motions. Again, so we're picking up those weights, but we're just on the ground now. And just doing those chest presses here. Both arms at the same time, no alternating. Starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Constant control, keeping those elbows just off the ground. Maybe a soft touch is all right. In 10 seconds or a little under, I'm gonna have everybody's hands up top, and we're going into a fly motion. 2, 1, right up here, you guys, and flies. Resetting those hands up top, and we're going into a pullover. And if we don't want to do the pullover, I want us to keep with those flies. Again, really controlling that weight right before it touches the ground and coming on back up. Five, 4, 3, 2, hands back up top, finishing off the dumbbells with a nice another chest press here. Go ahead, right into it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and I want you guys to set down those weights here. What we got next is we're going to go into some bicycles. Going to be starting those here in 3, 2, and go ahead, bicycles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Our next activity, guys, something we've done before, will be a 45-second plank hold. And if we maybe don't want to do the plank hold to stay off of our wrist by chance, the other option is we're going to be doing a bolt hold. Regardless, 45 seconds, whichever one you're doing. I have the count starting here in 3, 2, and 1. If we're doing that plank, guys, as always, making sure we have a straight line pretty much from our shoulders to our hips to our ankles, with our hips maybe coming a little bit higher. That's our first 15 right there, guys. $30 seconds for us. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax there. Last activity for us, guys. We have Superman or Superwoman holds. Again, chest off the ground, thighs off the ground, arms out extended or in like this. Be holding that one for a minute today. I have count starting here in 3, 2, and begin. That's our first 15. Great time to check here. See if we can't squeeze that low back and those glutes a little bit more, trying to raise everything off. Just pretty much trying to press our belly button right into the floor. Halfway here, guys. Halfway. $15 seconds. Let's see if we can't get a maximal hold, as if we're doing a clam hold, but in the opposite direction. Really try squeezing everything in for these last 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax right there, guys. Grab a quick drink. We'll be standing up here to start our nice little cool down while we're grabbing those drinks, making sure we're moving around. And then once you're feeling ready, what I'm gonna have us do is just a nice little hamstring fold over. You can join us in whenever you're done with that drink of water. More than all right to let the spine extend here, as we're just body weight. Right there, guys. Go ahead, slowly extend the spine here. Once you have a nice straight back, extend at the hips, spreading those legs across. We're going to reach down to our right leg. And right there, guys, go ahead, switch it over to the left. Straight down the middle. And go ahead, extend yourself, keeping your legs in that position. We're just going to lean over, stretching one side here, holding on that one side. Off to the other. Go ahead, come up right there. We're going to find ourselves next in a Spider-Man stretch. Go ahead, switch it on over. Same thing, opposite leg. Right there, guys. Go ahead. Find ourselves down on the mat, spreading those legs across, stretching right down to the middle. Right there, one leg out in front, hugging in that other leg. Or sometimes we like to rotate it. That's all right too. And go ahead, switch that on over. And right there, go ahead, relax from that position. Finding ourselves in a comfortable space. We're going to start off four-way neck by tucking that chin into the chest, stretching the back of our neck. Raising it up. Same thing, but opposite direction, tilting the chin up. Head back, stretching the front of our neck. And returning to center, one ear, same side shoulder, side of our neck. And go ahead, raise it up, same thing, other side.